Okay, David, it's good to see you. So, what was the situation with your writing before you joined the I Am a Songwriter program?
Well, I suppose I was slightly stuck because I'd spent a lot of my time on doing some production and things like that, and so I hadn't written a song really for a long time, and I'd lost a bit of confidence in my ability to write songs. I was definitely blocked, and I didn't really have a sort of process to follow. And I was probably in need of some ideas and just some fresh impetus with my writing. So I needed to step up really.
Okay. So, and how has that changed that for you then since you've been part of the program?
I mean, hugely because I think the having the sort of weekly challenge of really trying to come up with a song has been brilliant for me, and also having you set the challenges and you choose a subject, and then we write around that. And I think one of the hardest things as a songwriter is sometimes finding those things to write about.
Mm.
And actually, and whilst I'll carry on writing things that I want to write about, it's really amazing when you get a subject, just what comes out of that from
Mm.
your own sort of consciousness, if you like. Because I think one you set was about jealousy, and then the song
Yeah.
I wrote kind of touched on that, but it went off in a direction that I really didn't expect. And so I think just by having that subject, you you find the unexpected within yourself, and it's not a subject I would have normally written about.
Mm.
So that's been really good. I think also I feel like I've got more of a process when it comes to writing.
Mm.
So before I'd kind of sit down and aimlessly wait for the muse to take me, I think really, and maybe fiddle around a guitar, and I wouldn't necessarily have some words ready. But now I've got a pretty clear process where I do start with words,
Mhm.
and I follow the process of the step back thing with the sort of brainstorming and the other parts that follow with it. And then once I've got a set of words, I actually find the ideas, the musical ideas, just come to me, and I hadn't really, when people asked me before what comes first, words or music,
Mm.
I'd said, oh, maybe the words, maybe the music, maybe a bit
Mm.
comes together. But actually, my process at the moment is actually kind of words led, and that definitely works for me. But I think most importantly, it's that having that very, very clear process about how I'm going to go about writing a song.
Ah, fantastic. Okay. And would you say it's improved or affected any other aspects of your life?
Yes, I think it has because I mean the thing I'm a retired guy. The thing I do now is music,
Mhm.
and I think my stage of life, any stage of life, it's really important to have that sense of purpose.
Mm.
And re-engaging and rediscovering songwriting has given me that fresh sort of purpose. And since we started working together
Mhm.
in a couple of months or whatever it
Yeah.
is, I've got 10 or 11 songs
Yeah.
really that I didn't have before. And so that has been really very satisfying.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. So, what would you say to someone who's on the fence about joining I Am a Songwriter?
Go for it. I think absolutely go for it. And I was slightly sort of hesitant because it's a commitment of
Hmm.
time, and it's a paid course, obviously.
Hmm.
So therefore, you have to kind of put you have to commit and do
Mm.
it properly. But actually, for me, I think the fact that I've paid for it has probably increased my commitment levels to
Hmm.
writing songs. So I would say absolutely go for it, but be prepared to, work hard
Hmm.
and contribute.
Fantastic. Thanks very much.
All right, thank you,
It's great having you in the program.
thank you.